Good morning, hello, hello.
P.
M.
Patricia.
Mariah, PM Artist Studio.
Oh, well, you know, it's Saturday. I only have to be really good on Sunday one day a week.
Yeah, we're not promising good things today.
This is
fly
by the seat of your pants.
Swatching.
I'm channeling Fran.
Good morning to Violet. I don't know if she's still here. She had to pop away. Marianne, our dear friend Lisa, and moderator. Let's see here. We've got, and then Ann Lover. She popped in too. Awesome. All right. Well, let's get started. If you guys are here and you're just being shy, that's okay. No problemo. But if you want to say hello, please do that in the chat. Let us know that you're here. If you start to really enjoy this, or you're just, love us and want to give us a thumbs up, you can go ahead and do that too right now.
Yes, you can.
Because I may not remember to ask you later.
And we do need to make a little
Hey, Mo.
Hey, Mo.
Hey, Mo.
Marcia.
Yeah, that's the necklace. I was like,
Isn't
P,
it
you need to wear that. She's like, well, what did you do with it? It was still in the office, so
Yeah,
she couldn't find it.
If it's not out on my
It doesn't exist.
yeah, I have a board over here.
Oh,
that
good
has
morning,
on my
Estella. All right. Got some makers people here.
And the clasp is absolutely wonderful. I do
Oh,
know about
Fran.
those
Good
things.
morning, Fran. Or
Oh,
afternoon.
Fran.
It's afternoon there.
She's here. All right. Should I go on over?
Yes, head on
Right.
over. Let's get swatching. I don't know how riveting this will be, but we're pretty excited about it. I was excited about it. I like it. It's fun. It's kind of one of those little organizational things that tends to make me happy about life. Plus, you get to kind of play with the paints, get familiar with them. And then for any of you that are watching this back or new to the channel, I have put a pinned comment at the top of the chat there. If you want to go ahead and download your own, or if you're part of Makers, it's in there as well.
Yeah, these little hootie doos.
It's free.
And you can line them up. I mean, it's not FP like Mariah, but
I didn't judge her.
she didn't judge me. And it wasn't for like anything that was going to be.
And if you want to know what FP is, you have to watch Bridget Jones, or have read the Bridget Jones's diary to know what that is.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
Bits of information
All
to
over the
round
place.
out your life.
That's right. We're here to round it out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I want to talk a little bit about innards and addibles.
She's not really staying on topic already.
These are innards that came out of the new stencils. And these are some awesome things. And if you're really nice to me, I might share with you.
Oh, look at that.
Because I took all of them.
I'm
Look
going
at
to center
this.
you up just a little bit more.
Look at this. Yeah.
There we go.
I have more of some than others, but that's because we actually have a whole bag.
Oh, goodness.
Now, this is what it looks like in R&D.
Hey, boy, you're giving away the secret sauce, eh? All right.
Hey. I'm just going to...
Good morning, Debbie.
I'm just going to flash them.
Welcome. And Eileen, Eileen?
This is a layered
yes,
look.
oh, hello, Eileen. Sorry, my eyeballs today, we've had the central heat on, and I swear I turn into a... You're not supposed to be showing, like, all of them. You've got to go quick. Show them like you show your prints.
That is so rude.
Fran will laugh at that. And if Violet was here, she would really crack up.
You'll have to tell her, friend. Woo! Woo!
Yeah, that's the actual.
Woo!
Oh goodness, you realize that? Okay. We will be playing with these tomorrow, so no worries. So there we go.
Innards.
Oh, so hubby downloaded your lovely swatch page. He couldn't get the multiple stripe to print. Only the dark one. Probably user error. I would say that may have something to do with printer settings. And we'll talk about that later. I will think about that. And I would love to troubleshoot that with you.
Yeah, don't
I
get
find
me
these
involved in any of that.
I usually just tell her, can I sit here and take over this? Because it's best that you just not be involved because she just gets angry.
You know, I do. And, you know, I'm a really nice person until I start using the computer and trying to make it do something that it doesn't want to do.
Or that she believes that it needs to be doing.
Or that I believe it needs to be doing, but it doesn't cooperate.
Is this hashtag badass Brad? Yes. Brad designed all of those stencils. With a little, you know...
Yes, Mariah is
I still have, you know...
final.
Yeah, I'm still senior designer around here, I think.
Well, because he doesn't always understand the dynamics of something, what it looks like on screen and what it happens actually when you're trying to print with
he's
it.
still kind of learning that.
Yeah, he is.
He knows the good design, but sometimes good design does not cut well. Nor does it maybe work well on the plate and for texture tastes and things of that nature. So there we go.
Well, and you also have to consider the actual physical properties of a stencil, because if it has little
Hello, Laura. Good morning.
loopy up parts,
Oh, hello, Kylie.
nobody likes to use that.
Kylie's with us. All right, let's swatch some paint.
All right. Well, I want to show them the ones.
Yeah,
that,
the ones that already.
Okay, can you kind of see that? I don't know, Mariah. You're gonna have to tell me, because
Well,
is it?
If you put your label up towards the camera there. There you go.
Is that not beautiful? It's not, you know, they put these stickers on the top, and I don't know who makes those, but they're obviously not a facsimile of the real deal.
I think it's, you know, if you really know what you're doing, you could get this. This is goals. They should put hashtag goals.
Okay, this is yellow green.
Chartreuse.
This one is light blue.
And then one of the other things that we have found just with these that we've opened up so far, which we did we open them all?
No,
well,
we
we'll
haven't.
find out. Because the color change ones, the Shuttle art ones, they have a little cap in them.
Blue violet.
So
yeah.
And P was like, what's happening? Why is this not... Because I'm telling you, like, if it's clear, she doesn't see it.
Not so much.
Yeah, I mean, like, she doesn't...
I think it's remarkable that I'm as functional as I am.
Yes, we are kind of previewing for tomorrow because we wanted to get the paint stuff sort of out of the way.
So we don't have to talk about it. And this
Yeah.
is just regular orange. It's quite lovely. I've used that one.
Yeah, I liked the orange. It's almost like a creamsicle
and this
type.
one, this raspberry. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So these are the Shuttle art ones that come
Looks
in
so
the
good with lime green.
16. We are very happy that we made this decision.
Yes, these are the Shuttle art ones. The ones that have the big silver label on them. You'll be able to see those right away. And then they didn't, you know, spend a lot of their time figuring out cutesy names. They just put green.
All right, here. So, and she did her swatching before the new downloadable. No worries. Of the Artesa color changing and performed a highly scientific comparison. I know that you did. I knew I had the right woman for the job. Anne and Mo are awesome at, like, you know, documenting, and they are our documenters of the makers group. They do some good science stuff.
Awesome stuff. Now, this is all bling bling. I can't read it.
Yes, this is a little
let's
extra
read it.
stream. So hopefully we'll get through this quickly. We don't plan to go all over.
Okay, this one is also one of
dragonfly.
the FolkArt dragonflies, and you can see it's kind of a bluish tinge. The other one was gold.
Oh, you went with the Lisa went with the Artesa, but you have a lot of the others, I think. And Lisa was the one that hooked us up with the black. Was it the dragonfly one or just the regular? It's the regular color shift.
Regular color shift, and it's in here somewhere. Here it is.
So one of the things is, like, the dragonfly glazes are a lot like the Liquitex iridescent medium, meaning they have the color shifting ability, but they do not have color pigment to them. Like, the color shift and the color changes actually have color in them, and then they have the shifting pigments as well.
And Mariah can explain that to
Explain
you
it.
physically,
I might
as
do-
in physics.
yeah, we'll get to that maybe here in a little bit. I just wanted to have more fun today, but I do have, I would say that if you really, really want to know and read up exactly what I'm kind of talking about, the golden site that we've been mentioning the last, I think, at least the last stream or so, that they have a interference and iridescent acrylics like product information sheet, which is fantastic, and you will get to know everything you wanted to know, sort of how these particular, when they, in this name. I mean, obviously golden stuff is going to be a bit more premium and higher end, so I don't know that it's necessarily applicable across all acrylic paints, but I think that performance-wise, or at least it's going to be similar. There you go.
There you go. The long and short.
That was kind of the long of it. Sorry. This is exactly why I wanted to do this versus, like, you know, trying to hurry up and do all this and then get to the fun thing, which we have a lot planned for tomorrow.
Oh, we do.
Tomorrow's going to be fun.
Tomorrow, and I've already got, we didn't pull any of the prints that I left overnight. I guess we'll do that later.
We can do that later, because then I can do the little shorts and I have something to tease you guys with.
Okay, this is what I did, and this was a very interesting experiment, because I was having such a hard time getting this stuff to come out, because I did a whole bunch of these using, didn't I already show those? Yeah, the prints that I did using this.
Yes.
I flipped through them very quickly, but I did show them.
Yeah, on Thursday Thoughts.
On Thursday Thoughts. But I will get those out again, and we will peruse them more leisurely.
Oh, hello, Mary. And Brenda. Sorry, my eyeballs. I'm like a pug. I swear, like, if I'm having allergies or anything, my eyes, it's the eyeballs. And then I just, you know, like a pug dog.
Yeah, and it was 25 this morning when I got up.
Which is very cold here.
And so the heat was on, and yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
More information you probably wanted to know.
Yeah, or you care about.
Yeah.
All right. So what I did to this little dude is I poured it into a jar because it takes forever to come out. And I'm starting to understand why that is.
Oh, do tell, Pete, because I had some thoughts
No,
about
I'm
that.
not going to, because it's Mariah's area of expertise. And it's just, this stuff is like, it's kind of like lava. It kind of just rolls.
And this is the black color shift.
This is the FolkArt color shift in Black Flash.
Black Flash.
Noir.
Well, and then Mo was, I don't know if you guys saw that post in Makers, but Mo, hers was called Fancy Pants. The Artesa one is Fancy Pants. I like that name.
Oh, Fancy Pants.
Fancy Pants.
All right, so I'm using my little, let's see, I've taped down my napkin over here so it doesn't wiggle around on me.
I think the napkin's right behind you, your little picture, because remember, you know, I do have the camera. I have the P-cam on. People like it. It's staying.
And I forget that it is, so if, you know, I pick my nose or something, I'll have to tell me.
I'll just holler at her. Hello, Heather. Good morning.
Okay, this is pretty opaque, but you can really get it, you can see, you can make it more opaque, just, you know, I wouldn't thin it down with water, and I wouldn't put anything with it.
That's right.
Because they don't recommend that. But this is absolutely lovely stuff, and I pull so many cool prints using that. Now, the reason I didn't open this one up is because I already have it opened here, and I'm going to keep this one sealed. Okay? That makes sense?
Makes sense.
Makes sense. All right, now, to the bottle, which I poured all of this into here, and then I added...
She already got a little mad sciencey.
Yeah, no, I just can't help myself. I added
we
some
had
of
two,
the
so she's like,
iridescent medium. Yeah, we had two. Lisa sent two,
Yeah.
which was really, I mean, that was really brilliant. And I do have one. Well, I was.
Do you need help?
No.
Okay.
I'm
Or
gonna,
you want your little...
it just works better on the paint swatching if you just take the lid off and try to get some either off of the lid or whatever.
Yeah.
Rather than, then you don't have to mess up a whole little...
You're not dipping in the
Yeah,
in the cookie
and
jar.
it's really important to put the lid on before you start
You're
turning
eating
it on its side to paint the swatch.
How do you know that, Pete?
FYI.
Did you do that to one? Did you do that to one?
No, I didn't, but I almost did. I caught myself just in time.
Just in time.
Okay, now you can see that it did to some extent
Oh, here, I need
make it slightly... Am I okay?
Yeah, you're great. If you want to hold it up further, you can. I forgot to open up the camera settings. So it might get a
made
little
it
wonky.
slightly more transparent. You can see the little lines of the fan brush. And Mariah did, by the way, add some fan brushes to our,
Yeah, because
whatever you call that thing where it lists it.
so if you hit the description area and you or actually hit the show more in the description box area, then we do have all kinds of information in there, along with like the link that I also pinned over here in the chat to get the little swatch label things. You can download them and print them. Do let me know if you're running into issues with printing that. And kind of did, but I would say that that's probably more of a settings kind of situation. But I will play around with that a little bit. Sometimes the PDF thing does a little funky business, so there's all sorts of things.
Now that is the second coat that I put on that, and you can see it really does make a difference.
Yes.
So multiple coats of the, whatever this is. This is the Dragonfly, and it is a glaze, and that should tell you right away that it's semi-transparent. I mean, obviously very transparent, except for the shiny bits.
Shiny bits. There.
Shiny bits.
So the Dragonfly glaze, meaning there's not going to be like paint color pigment in it. The color comes from the
Whatever
shiny bits.
Yeah, the shiny bits, or whatever you decide to put underneath it, because that is a deciding issue there. I would definitely...
I wouldn't say it's an issue. I think it's a,
Well, it could be an issue if you decided that you wanted to put something...
Your...
Well, if you're using... This is when you use... Excuse me. This is an underlayer opaque, but not if you're going with these glazes. Then you put this on first. You put this over it. This is behind it.
Yeah.
If you're pulling a gel plate.
Yes.
Now, okay.
You have to think about it in reverse.
You do.
I was like, why are you telling people that? That's a terrible... No.
But if you're painting, you put this down and then this. Okay. Glad we got that all cleared up. All right. Moving right on.
All right. Are the Artesa iridescents different than the color changing? So we're trying to kind of work some of that out. Our guess is... Here's the thing. We were almost going to buy the Artesa iridescents. But we then found the color changing by the Shuttle art, which were way cheaper. And there were more colors. And so we thought for, more bang of the buck. And they didn't even come with like a bluish color. So we were a little sad about that. Because we were going to kind of mix our own. Because we do that. But they didn't supply us with a blue. And... we wanted to keep them all in the same kind of paint family because we know that mixing in opaque colors and things like that totally obliterates their
properties.
Cool, shiny bits.
Yeah.
So
because I've done it.
Right. So over Makers, we are going to be doing a bit more behind the scenes, especially like with Anne and Mo, because they have the Artesa ones. So we're going to kind of compare some of our swatches and talk more in depth behind the scenes over there.
Be careful, it's wet, but I can't read it. It's too shiny.
This is the one that she said she didn't like in Thursday Thoughts, and then she was like, "Oh, that is a cute color."
Really nice.
Yeah, blue.
I really like
blue
these
flash.
people. This is deep green. Now we already had just plain green. I love these people. This is deep green. Actually, it has some blue in it.
Okay, Mo has a question here. Do you think that the fine iridescent is fine long-term on the plate? It won't mark it. We don't know that.
It's a good question.
That is a good question. We shall see.
Here's this little
We'll know that tomorrow.
hootie-doo thing that's in the...
Yes.
And really, it's quite brilliant. I mean, as far as, keeping...
Oh,
Because you don't want these to arrive and have half of the plastic bag But what I did with these, oh, this is really a crummy one because I can't,
Oh, sorry.
yeah,
And those were my early ones. You need to put a new one on it.
I do. But it's a little late for that.
I thought you had relabeled them.
Well, I had most of them.
Sometimes I do these things very quickly. Don't really think about it.
Yeah, and I really, my water probably needs a...
Oh, hello, Jenny June. She says she feels like one is more interference versus different colors. Yes. That's why, like, when they use those different terminologies, like, that does say something about what it's going to do. The interference versus color changing. Yes. Interference, I believe, refers to more of the kind of iridescent and the dragonfly. Like, they're over there.
Yeah, they're more glazy. They're
Glazy.
transparent. They, yeah. Okay, so we know this is the color change in deep green. And what is very interesting, this has a lot of the same properties, and we discovered this the other day, of the butters. When I was
Good morning, Evie.
stenciling with them. It's just a loosey-goosey version of butter. And boy, let me tell you
Oh,
what.
here now. Okay, so Isabella says, I'm wondering if the color flash will be sticky on the gel plate. We noticed this because we have played a little bit.
Yes.
That yes.
And the answer is yes.
Yes.
It is.
But it doesn't seem to be.
It isn't a factor. You do not want to
Don't lollygag.
don't lollygag.
Get your paper down.
Get your paper down, have your paper ready to go, or whatever it is that you want to do, because this is not one of these leisurely stroll through the park kind of painting situations.
They dry quickly.
They dry quickly.
And then one other thing I wanted to speak to it that we don't know for sure, but we think that the Artesa are probably a little thicker, more.
I'm guessing just because that's generally speaking.
These are kind of loosey-goosey, more glazy, a lot like the Liquitex Iridescent Medium, more in that kind of, is that the viscosity? Is that the right?
Viscosity, yes, very good. Yeah. And I don't really mind this. If you are into, heavy body paints, probably you should go with the, I love this one.
Yeah.
You should go with the more expensive paint because it is going to have more body to it. But I really like these because they're kind of in between high flow.
Mm-hmm. They're like a fluid.
They're very much like a fluid. And they act very much like a fluid when you put them on the plate. But isn't that a gorgeous
Now, at some
color?
point in time, we will also play with mixing these into the gloss mediums. And why I say gloss in particular is because then you do not lose the shimmer. If you mix this, and then this is even from the Golden, like when they recommend how to mix things, they say, try everything. Go for it. Do what you need to do. But
This is
know
aqua green.
that when you are mixing it with something that is matte medium or has any type of, that it comes out more dull, you will lose your shininess.
Yes, and I mixed, I know this because I took one of the Artesa, the copper color. They call it copper gold. I don't know. What exactly.
Oh, Isabella used some glitter terrific paint on the gel plate, and it was very hard to get off.
Yeah, I wouldn't put glittery paint.
Yeah,
on.
because I think that those, was it the ones that have like a thicker, like actual glitter?
Actual particles. And the other thing about that is I would worry about those embedding and poking little miniature holes into your plate because they do have like body. Oh, I feel like I'm going to start snoozing.
Mo says the purple Artesa is thick but with binder, not pigment. She doesn't like it. The black isn't as bad that way. Yeah, and it's funny, different colors, obviously. I mean, you're going to need more pigments. There's just different things that are happening with the different colors.
With the physical properties. Yes.
I'm trying not to be, too technical, but then also...
And if you really want to get all of this information, firsthand, go to Golden's website. They're really...
I'm going to come back to this once we are done streaming. I will come back and I will put the link to Golden's, to the resources part of their website. It's wonderful. It's a happy place
They've
for me
really
to be.
done their homework.
They do, and they share it all, which is really cool. I mean, it gets down into, you know, chemical properties and things of that nature, which is really fantastic.
And they have charts.
charts.
They have charts. We ordered some 12 cents.
No, we got those from Jackson's. Art, yes.
Well,
Hey, I'll put
that
that-
is something.
Actually, darn
Look
it,
at
well,
that.
I was so dumb. I will also put that link in. It's just been, I've been up late doing stencils and just...
But I want you to see this and talk about transparency.
Love this yellow.
If you wanted to get something that was just absolutely stunning and you just, you know, you wanted to change the color slightly, maybe you wanted to dull out your purple, if you put this under
morning,
or
Mitzi.
over, this is going to make a luscious, luscious brownie gray neutral.
Brownie gray.
Which is really one of my most favorite colors. I'm putting these on the cart, and hopefully they're not going to get
I
acquainted
cleared-
with each other.
Oh, she's, yeah, as they're drying. Did
As
you
they're
put
drying.
them? Yeah, there. You're doing it. I think you're doing a good job there.
Okay, I should probably put them towards the back, but I'll let you do that.
Okay, I'll mess
I
with
just
that.
give these a shake, 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 because I don't know. You know, I feel like maybe you should shake them.
Well, I would assume that there's some settling,
also-
maybe.
Look at that bubble. Oh,
Yes, so we didn't even know about those existing, and then of course Mo, I tell you, Mo's awesome. She knows some things and has a way of finding things and getting things.
does.
But what is really sad is a lot of them are out of stock right now. But we did get the iridescent guide. They still have some of those. So if you want to head over there, don't look. Okay, this was my problem. When I was on their site, I was searching swatch guide. And it's actually a hand-painted,
Yeah,
what did they call it?
hand-painted.
Hand-painted. They don't say guide. And they didn't use swatch in there either.
Yeah, it
So,
was.
anyway, look up hand-painted something or other. I can't remember exactly what it is. But I will come back and drop the link into the description area later on, too. I guess I could go find it real quick. I could do that
You could do that.
in, like, real time.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
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 I saw that out of the corner of
you
my
see
eye. I did.
That string on
Oh,
that?
you got a bubble.
I'm going to try to catch it because it's really the perfect size for...
See, swatching's fun.
Now, it really got a whole lot more than I needed.
Color chart. Yes, thank you, Mo. Dear Lord.
Color chart. Yes,
I haven't had
Lord.
enough coffee. And I was up late.
This is an
I
absolutely
love it.
remarkable color.
Fran, how about that purple? Let's see. Yes, the Golden website uses lots of words that I don't understand.
Me too. I just kind of
you use poopiness. That I understand. See, we try to keep it real.
Yeah,
Like,
okay,
kinda-
this is another one I can't read because it's... Be
Yeah.
careful, it's wet.
Okay. Gosh, I do love that. This is Purple Flash. The other one
Yeah.
is Black Flash.
And this
Purple
is
Flash.
purple, and if I would look at the lid, it says on the
Oh,
lid.
okay. So this is one of the other things that we found pretty fascinating. We talked about a little bit the other day with the Thursday Thoughts, but it's funny. The folk art is color shift. Shuttle art is color change. The bottles look very similar. But we actually like the little dot on the top of the color change ones, which are the cheaper ones. And because they also have the name, which is written fairly large enough.
Yeah,
We like it.
we like it.
So, FolkArt missed the, they missed the boat on with the stickers.
And I mean, I swear to you, I think the paint and the containers come from the same place. It's a generic thing. Look at that.
It's a kind of a white labeling or a, I don't know. Always in. Yeah, see, that's almost dry. So I think once you get these up on the cart, you're kind of
You
good.
twist them around a few times.
And then I'm going to play with them and get them all in like the color order, and then she'll mess it all up. I do that with my closet too, but it doesn't stay that way.
Okay, this is Phthalo Blue, and we all know what that does. That's like a powsy wowsy. And I don't think we used this one, but we did get the little
Yeah, I knew that was gonna
embedded
happen. 1 second, I'll fix that.
sealer
There we go.
off on this. Okay, now this is a great thing here. Here's the swatch, here's the color in the bottle. Do you see why you do this? And this is especially true if you're going with new paints that you're not familiar with. And I almost always do that because until I get familiar with what they do, I can't just grab them off the cart. This allows me to really get what the color is going to be rather than imagining. Because if you look at the swatch on here, other than they've named the color, that's pretty, I mean, it really is absolutely of no value.
Well, the thing is I think that they've kind of done it with a dark background because that was one of the recommendations for using a lot of these is that they work really well on a dark, like either like the black chipboard or if you already have dark colors down. I think that that's a lot how Lisa, please chime in, I think that's how Lisa uses hers. Okay, wait. Ooh, she said something there. Oh, if you use the color shift on a cover, use a flat chalk paint first. Yes, see, that's, yeah. Then apply the color shift. At least that's what she's found to be successful. Perfect. Now, we see we were all kind of...
Okay, you can see this one is a lot more opaque than some of the others.
But once it dries up,
almost obliterates the line on the bottom.
But once it dries up, that may not necessarily, because it sort of collects too a little bit. I mean, it's not like alcohol inks where they, you know, do the swirly bits, but I think a little bit of that.
I like that color. That is a wonderful color. In fact, I actually have made, look at this.
She's almost.
I like that color.
And that was using stencil butters, I think, right? And a mixture of other things.
No, that was using U.S. Art Supply.
Was it?
I neutralized it, yeah.
But it looked like it had some of that weird green in it.
Oh, it very well might.
I don't know. She gets crazy and doesn't mark it down, so we don't know.
Hey, it's numbered so you can look it up.
Oh.
It's 020E.
What we mean by that, if you guys are new to us and watching maybe the replay, if you go to that link up at the top, that'll take you into the shop, but that's our website. There is in the shop a free guide there for the paints that P mixes, and some of those actually are also kind of transparent and sparkly. Some of them.
I found one this morning that had lots of the tar gel in it.
Oh. Gotta be careful
And
with
you
that
can
stuff.
have a love-hate relationship with that stuff. Ooh.
And I think didn't we read that on the Golden site about, like, you kind of have to be careful, like, what you're mixing tar gel with. And we're like, yeah, we figured that one out, like, firsthand when things are not drying for weeks.
Actually, it went into months. I believe.
Yeah.
Because I had it on there a little heavy.
Sometimes it just becomes
well,
something.
he said, you know, it's lovely stuff. You can string it about and it holds its shape and everything.
Just don't.
Oh, well, all right. That's what I need.
Oh, that's funny.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
So. Okay, this is a lovely
Hello, Vanessa.
Neutral color that you could put over, as Lisa recommended, a chalk paint background. Put it on top, or if you're gel plating, put it on first and then put your other color on.
Yeah, and that's what Lisa was saying too.
Okay,
She
here
knows
we
about
are,
that.
purplish blue. This is definitely, purples are just, I mean, who doesn't like purple?
That was the other thing, is that I think that, like, the Artesa one, didn't it only come with maybe, like, one purple color or something? We were just kind of sad that, like, there weren't more.
I can't remember. It seemed like that they had a lot. No, I think they had like 3 different purples.
Oh, yeah, there was.
But you could make those because all they did was they just added some of the pearly to one. They added some of the black to the other one. And I mean, now come on.
But no
folks.
blue to mix your own.
No blue to mix your own, which I thought was interesting. And also, I think the blue pigment, because if you notice, a lot of your blues are super expensive.
Yeah,
I think it's a pigment thing.
it's a pigment thing.
But isn't that gorgeous?
Oh, here.
Over that gray. Oh, I just love that. Okay, I'm getting kind of stopped up here.
How are you?
Have to move some things around. Okay. Here we are. I love this color. Orange red. Now, I like color names that do that because they tell you what's in it.
Yeah. It's kind of like a candle with scents. You know, if they tell you the notes there, you're like, oh, okay.
Or if they say, you know, swampy floral.
Swampy?
I mean,
What's... Really? Did you read Swampy?
I didn't, but you know, it's just some of those very
I don't think that would be...
ambiguous.
I don't think that would be a very good seller.
Well, I don't think it would either, but you know what I'm saying.
Floral.
Saying they give you these funky...
It's very earthy. It's got a bit of a...
or, you know, bear poop. I don't know.
Oh, goodness. See, she's... If you... she'll go
Well,
there.
if you've ever run across... And I almost killed myself on a pile of bear poop in Alaska when I was going down a hill. Because they eat a lot of berries. And
It was really slicky.
And it was very... Fortunately, I fell, but I fell after you know, I didn't... it was on the bottom of my shoe, but it wasn't on my bottom when I fell. Because I missed the pile.
You didn't muck about in the poo.
I didn't. I didn't.
Right.
I love this color. This color it makes me happy. It's not peaky pink. It's
like
just
salmon.
lovely salmon.
Yes, we just, when that one, we played with that one a little bit already, and we're like, oh yes.
Oh yes, I like that one. Okay, let's see. We have one more. Oh, now we're to metallic.
Mo agrees. She likes those types of. All right, moving on into the DecoArt, just straight up metallics.
Yeah. I'm gonna get all of these out here so
That's what I was thinking too.
you can
And
properly.
it says swampy floral would be moss. Yes. Maybe swampy floral is this. It's scented.
I kept thinking of bear shit blueberry because that was
Sugar.
That was basically what I was wearing on the bottom of my shoe.
See, that's a Saturday, and goodness.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Definitely have to make sure I come
now,
back.
I want to get these all out here so you can really appreciate
Not for children.
what what. Oh, yeah. Most of those kids know those words. Their parents just pretend like they don't. Okay. Here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are. $34. And I don't know what these are, Mariah. Do you remember? Well, you can check.
What are we?
It was a whole lot less than $33.
Yes. I have links. They are our affiliate links. If you want to use them, we very much appreciate that. That helps us out a little bit. We can buy more supplies and, you know, do fun things like this.
Yeah.
That's what we do with the funds. But, yes.
We do. And I mean, I filled up a whole layer, a whole, what would I say? Level. Tier. With paints. And usually Mariah, she's kind of stashed with what she allows me to get. You know, sometimes I have to buy my own because she doesn't want to buy it for me. But anyway, our PM Artist Studio purchased all of these with obviously funds from y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, we are not going to do a cross comparison today, but I will tomorrow. I will get out my 8x10 plate. I will do
A side by side.
Side by side.
We love doing that.
So that you can really honestly see what the difference is and if you want to spend money on golden. And there are some golden paints that I'm here to tell you, you need to spend the money.
Yeah, and I
you
think
can't
everybody,
find them anywhere
I think
else.
everybody kind of knows that. Like
Yeah.
that's just always the general consensus that I get, like even in the gel printers group and all of that. That
Yes.
people know.
Yes. The transparent oxides, I don't even know that there's any other. And somebody, if you can find them elsewhere, please tell me, because I would be willing to try them, just for chuckles and grins.
There you go.
I have a bit of bias confirmation problem here because I do love my golden transparents.
But we like to find, you know, other similar
if
products.
there are alternatives, of course you want. Now this is lovely, lovely transparent silver. This is not something if you want a chrome look.
They do have some of that stuff, though.
They do have some of that stuff. And we all know, but this is subtle. This is something that you would use to change and alter an already existing color.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
The Quinacridones, Laura says. Yeah, you just can't.
Oh, yeah. Those are. I think that they're. I did get a quinacridone from.
The Amsterdam stuff that's pretty good, right? Or it was
It
similar.
was either Liquitex or Amsterdam. I can't, because they both come in the same kind of tube. I get them mixed up. This is White Pearl. I forgot to tell you what the name of this one was. This is Shimmering Silver.
Oh, see, that'll be
Shimmering Silver.
Get those side by side, too.
White Pearl. And this is DecoArt.
Oh, okay. Mo said she actually found a transparent yellow oxide this week, but didn't buy it. She will post it in Makers. Perfect. And when we talk about Makers, if you are new to us and new to the stream, when we talk about Makers, that is our Facebook group. Lisa, I think, she sure did. She posted a link there in the chat. There's always links down below in the description box as well. We would love to have you over there. Please answer the questions. I'm not going to let you in unless I know you. So there you go. That's also the who's it, what's it of the Makers.
Well, this is extremely subtle.
I think that's more like a glaze.
I would put this in the glaze category. I'm being facetious here somewhat.
It probably has a place.
It certainly does. And you know what I would use this for? I would put this in my transparent colors to make them slightly shimmery.
And
you wouldn't feel bad because it doesn't cost very much.
Hey, I bet. Hi. I bet it's really good to pull something that, you know, you're kind of messed up a little bit and you're like, oh, I got the sequence out of, you know.
Out of order. I'm going to pull this and then I'm going to go ahead and put some more stuff on the plate to make it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I want to keep that still there.
Good point, because most of these are rather sticky.
Or you would want it down first so it shows through.
So that it's like a window.
A window of sparkly goodness.
And you want to have your bright curtains in the background. That's how you can think about it.
Or that'll be fun to play with to see how much it kind of maybe makes it a little less. Or you know, will knock back a color a bit. Just add a slight fog or what am I trying to say? Like a frosted window. There we go.
Frosted window. Well, this is a bit more of a frosting one. And if you have a pink that's making you sort of hurl, you can put this on over it. It's going to knock it back a bit because
pink.
It's neutralizing, and it does have a bit of pinkish to it. So we might wait and hold out for a green, because that's really how you knock back. Oh, this
and that's what's nice about the
Rich Espresso. Well, I'm not sure where they.
I think that's what you love about that one U.S. Art Supply one is it has a bit of greeniness to it. It's almost bronzy.
It does.
And so it's nice to use that way.
Mm-hmm. I do love that. And if you, my paper towel's saturated. I've got to, hopefully it'll stick down to that one because it's kind of slightly wet.
All right, hold on here. So,
all right, let's go ahead.
Thank you for posting that, Lisa. You rock.
Go ahead and get our golds out of the way, and then we'll do the coppers. All right, this is Glorious Gold. Well, that certainly.
Well, we shall
said
see.
So.
Who says so?
For
how glorious is it?
I think you should be real careful about how you use adjectives like that.
That's funny. Anne says the Mondolama metallics are gorgeous, but more subtle than the DecoArts.
Well, hey, there you go.
Yeah.
And price-wise, those are lovely.
And by the way, Mondolama color names seem to be very fun.
They are.
Yes.
They're not necessarily indicative. They're kind of like, I'm not going to say it again, right? Okay, well, that's a bit opaque. So, Glorious Gold, if you're buying single, whatchamacallit, then...
Oh, you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
I mean, you know, it's kind of in between. It's in between my golden and the U.S. Art Supply.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's
It's a keeper?
It's a keeper. It's a marvelous. I do like it. Glorious Gold. Now here's Splendid. I just think
I want to be in those meetings. They're like, okay, this one's Splendid, this one's Glorious.
Okay, Mariah wants to go to New York for the. I want to go to France and help
Paper artsy mix
paint.
Well, we're putting that in the universe. All right, universe.
Yeah. Okay, well, this is kind of in between Glorious and...
Neons. Okay, I was wondering, news. I was like, news what? Neons. Anne likes using neons. She's never tried the neons. Okay, neons are a category I have never tried. We haven't tried them either.
And the reason I kind of avoid them is because they're not color fast.
Yeah, that's been...
They're going to lose their vibrancy quite quickly. Especially if they're subjected to any kind of light. They're not going to be around in 5 years, I predict.
Right.
So, you know, with that in mind, if you're just doing something fun, we give ours to Izzy. She loves them.
Oh, yeah, she has some. And they have actually ended up in some of, you know, things that P has jump plated over. Because, you know, we do get to the point where, like, okay, this is ridiculous. How much art of your kids can keep?
Well, and the whole thing is, children, when they produce art, they don't care about the product once it's done, usually. Now, she does have some that she's kind of fond of. But for the most part, once she's done it, she's done.
Yeah. It was about the process.
Well, that was less than, yeah, that's one of those glazes. So, Champagne Gold is a glaze. And, you know, I'm pretty sure that Robin McClendon uses this a lot. This glazy gold.
She likes glazes. Mm-hmm. I know that. I remember watching that you watched it.
And I don't know that this is the brand that she uses, but I do know that I remember the word champagne.
Aw, thank you so much, Heather. Yeah, that is a great thing. If you guys are coming in and you're watching the replay and you're finding us very entertaining, please do subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell. It'll be notifying you whenever we're doing things. Yeah. And we do things. In fact, our normal live stream is every Sunday at 10 a.m. We just wanted to come on and do this paint business to get it out of the way, show the new paints, and then that way tomorrow we can say, hey, you know, we showed you all these yesterday, so if you want to go back and learn a little bit more about kind of each one, watch us swatch them. Watch us swatch them.
Okay. You can. Rose Gold is also a glaze, but it's quite lovely. It's very subtle. I'm going to set it over here with these, and we'll talk about that in a minute.
Oh, there.
Okay, now this one is Worn Penny.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like it. Fran will be all over that.
Worn Penny. Yeah,
she loves some copper.
She does.
Oh, she's got champagne gold. Fran does. They would also like to get those Mondo Llama $1.69 kind of prices there in the UK.
Now you can see where the tape is and where the paper is. Interesting. Well, it's certainly not Artesa.
Oh, Isabella, she mentioned that, yeah, Robin McClendon uses the rose gold for her poles. Mm.
Oh, okay. Well, Worn Penny, you could use that also. It's a little more opaque, but it's kind of in between. It's really not, you know, it's not over here, but it's, yeah, I'll put that in the middle.
No worries. Thanks for coming by, Kylie. We appreciate it.
Okay, well, let's just go ahead and start with the...
Yeah, I think we're getting close to finishing up here, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. This is it. This is
you got 10 minutes.
We're on the final...
On the final swatch down.
This is it. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not putting
Hopefully people gave the thumbs up before that all happened.
Whatever the America's Most Wanted. Oh, no, that's the FBI.
That's our bad boys. What you gonna do, right? Is that what you're thinking?
I know, I was thinking of the thing where people go on and sing. I don't know what it's called because I don't...
American Idol.
Oh, yeah, hate that stuff. Okay, now, I don't know if you see a whole lot of difference between these two here.
She makes me chuckle. Her lack of pop culture knowledge.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes I get it all mixed up and it comes out really...
I love it.
Everybody's going, oh yeah, wow.
I guess I should...
Okay, let's try some iridescent gold fine. Well, we know about this because I use this a lot.
Oh, Pat. Hello, Pat Anderson. Hello, hello. And she says she thinks...
I love these people. I don't know if this is going to cost me 50 cents. I will pay the extra 50 cents to put this little hoop-de-doo on top of this bottle so that I can pull it off.
You love that.
Thank you. Yes, whoever invented that.
The puller. The puller tab.
I am giving you kudos. And
that was a good use of a meeting.
It was. Holy cow.
All right, Pat Anderson says she thinks that Robin McClendon used a lot of Martha Stewart's Champagne Gold, but that doesn't seem to be available. Yeah, Martha's stuff is kind of
I don't
hit
know
or
where
miss.
she's gone to.
A lot of it
used
ends
to be
up in
able
the
to
bin.
get her at Kmart all the time.
Kmart? Really?
Kmart or Target. I don't know. You know, one of those stores.
Is Kmart even around anymore?
I don't know. Okay, well, you know, you just really can't beat that. Now, you have to understand, these are, when you see the pointy bottle, high flow. Okay?
Pointy bottle, high flow.
Pointy bottle, high flow.
High flow means it comes out quick.
And it's not, okay, you can tell by all the goo-gaw on the side of this, the difference between these. This is more opaque. This is going to cover. This is going to do a glazy kind of semi-opaque.
Which we like. I mean, I like it. I like that. But that
you can also see on the front of Golden, they have these little things. I don't know how accurate they are. This is where we got our idea for ours, though.
And we just needed it bigger.
Yeah.
And we wanted the gradient. Because we wanted to kind of have a better idea.
Yeah. So you can see the difference in the high flow. This is going to be much more transparent, much more fluidy, as it's called. High fluid acrylics. Okay, dokie. Moving right along. Iridescent Silver Fine. Now, this is, I told Mariah, I said we really need a big one of those. Did we talk about my little tube of...
Oh, show it again. We did it on Thursday Thoughts, but it's hilarious. Size doesn't matter, y'all. Look at your descriptions. And I'm sure that we got hosed on this whole thing.
Yeah, I think we did.
And they know that, those crafty people.
They do, and they're just counting on old people buying this stuff and they can't see or, you know, didn't read the fine print. But I absolutely love this color, and I will be purchasing it in a larger size. Yeah. Okay, so here we are with the equivalent of the gold in silver.
Well, yeah, Isabella, the thing is, so, let's talk about this really quick, and because we do kind of need to wrap it up. I do want to mention, Violet mentioned to me that, oh, sugar, and I cannot, my poor brain. Hold on one second here. I'm going to get myself note up again. Okay, let's see here. And I don't know if they pronounce it Daffy because I'm just very new to all of this end of things. The Disabled Arts Foundation Incorporated, they're going to be doing their, I guess they do a kind of a, what is my, dear goodness, my brain. Marathon, let's see, auction. There we go. That's the word. Oof. They do an auction once a month, and they're going to be doing that, here shortly over there on their channel. I meant to have that link ready, but I don't. I do apologize about that. If you guys want to just kind of look that up, it's the Disabled Arts Foundation, and they will be doing an auction here at 11. You got 6 minutes.
Oh, hey, I think I can do it.
All right.
Okay, we're on Iridescent Pearl Fine.
And while she's kind of swatching that, I will talk about what I was going to say. And yes, they are very expensive, but one of the things that you can use, or at least I've noticed that P does quite a bit, especially with the more pigmented color ones versus the metallics, is that those are wonderful to mix into, and she uses them a lot in the color mixes, with just one little tiny drop.
A little dabble, do ya?
A little dabble, do ya? Dabble, yabble, yabble, doo-da-da.
Doo-dah.
Doo-da, doo-da.
Okay, I'm okay. Can you see lots of applications for this? All right, so Mariah, I really do need a large pearly.
Okay.
And a large iridescent silver. The copper, not so much.
Oh, don't let Fran.
I'm gonna go with this and my Artesa, which I already have. And I already have quite a bit of it, so I'll use it all. I may definitely consider a heavy body copper. Because you realize in the heavy body, this is going to be completely opaque. Right? Everybody gets
Yes.
that. The thicker the paint, probably, generally speaking, I can't say that for sure. Okay, I love this pearl. Yeah, baby. That's a good one. All right, we've made it through all of them.
Awesome. Look at that. And kind of 5 minutes to spare here, so we'll wrap it up if
Yeah.
you want to come around over here and we'll kind of chit-chat and talk about...
Have a bit of a sip here.
Yeah, have a bit of a sip. I will switch our cameras over. I forgot about like 50 million screens open. Now I understand why some of those streamer guys, you know, like, especially like the gamers, have like 20 screens or whatever, because kind of need that after a while. Keep it all like lined up, but versus like I kind of have a patchwork.
Hither and yon, where
hit.
you don't have to move people, you just move your finger and get a new camera.
There we go. Hi. So, super duper fun. Oh, hey, Robin. She wanted to pop in. Yes, I know. We're trying not to be super enablers. We try to give some you know, other cost-efficient things and just...
Yes.
And hopefully we're trying out some things for where you guys figure it out if you don't want it. That is equally informative.
Yes, it is. And I really, all of you who do that on the channel, on our makers,
Yeah.
I really appreciate whatever knowledge that you have, that you bring, that we don't have, or even if it's the same thing from a little bit different viewpoint.
Oh, yeah.
Yours isn't going to be the same.
We love that. Like,
That's mine.
Lisa always, like, she's kind of the go-to of, like, if you want to put it on a journal cover, talk to her.
And if you want to know about impasto and the multiple uses, talk to Judy P.
Yeah, she'll mix some things up.
Because, and she's, you know, she is not afraid to muck it up.
And we have Ann and Mo, who are our very scientific friends that also like to swatch things out, and they'll give you the details on viscosity and things of that nature and all of that. So, there we go.
There we go.
If you have enjoyed this stream, if you're just kind of coming in, or if you're watching the replay, or if you've jumped around and figured out, oh, maybe I want to be here a bit more, and we do this sort of thing all the time, we are going to probably be doing more. But our main thing is our Sunday live stream at 10 a.m. Central Time. If you go over, you can, you know, click that, get a reminder, all of that business. But please do subscribe to the channel. Come check out Makers. That is our Facebook group. That's always fun. Give this video a thumbs up. We very much appreciate it. Share it with your friends if you'd like to. Share it in other groups. We love that too. It is very, very helpful to us. So, there we go. Oh, she wants to know if your earrings are guitar picks.
Oh, they are. I'm so glad that you said something. They're
We didn't talk about her jewelry other than the
Jerry
necklace.
Garcia, and I got them in Asheville, North Carolina. And they've got his handprint on one side and Jerry Garcia on the other.
Oh, is that for real?
That's for real.
His...
And I heated up a big pin and poked holes in them and made them into earrings.
Well, I think you probably ruined it now. Now they're not as worth it as much.
Well, I don't really
Or maybe
care.
you made them worth more.
Absolutely, you can wear them for earrings. I mean, you know how many people pick guitars, but a lot of people wear earrings.
That's right.
You know? Ah.
All right, guys. We will see you hopefully tomorrow.
Yes.
If not, then go check out some of our
And
other
remember,
videos.
we're going to use all of the paints that
And
we
new
did
stencils.
today.
New stencils.
And new stencils.
You can go see some of them. They are listed. So if you want to